the agenda setting meeting of November 25th, 2024 to order. All the committee members are present. Colonel Geyer, Angela Middleton, and Tina Gwads. So we need a motion to approve our agenda.
So moved,
So
Madam
moved.
Chair.
Second.
Thank you. Any discussion? All right. All in favor, please say aye.
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 All right, we'll now stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge of allegiance
To the flag of the
of the
United States of America and to
and
the
to the
republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated, and the media has been properly notified. And next on our agenda are the meeting minutes of November 4th. And could you display these? I was not able to look at them earlier.
Give me a second to move them over.
Yep.
I'll make them big.
Yeah. Thank you.
Can you all see them?
Yeah. Keep going. Yeah. Let's see.
Tell me to slow down.
No, that looks good to me. All
Okay.
right. Do we have a motion to approve these?
So moved, Madam Chair.
Thank
Second.
you.
Motion by Angela.
Dick, you second?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye. Aye.
Aye.
All right, they're approved. We're going to be setting two agendas tonight. The joint board SIC meeting and then the next business meeting, December 10th. First up, we have the December 5th joint board SIC meeting. And this will be at Bluffton High School, and this is a Thursday, I believe, right?
It's a Thursday. Yes.
Yeah, from 6 to 7:30. And we have three topics. Let's see. Scroll up.
Hold on a second.
Sure.
All right. Can you see?
Yes. So these are topics of interest by the representatives. How do we gather the vast resources we have in our community and put them to work in our schools? How can we get retired teachers back into the classroom to support the many vacancies that still impact our students' education? And progress and or preliminary results on the cell phone bans. Yeah, you should put cell phone in there.
Yep.
All right. Any committee members, Dick and Angela, any suggestions or modifications, or this looks good?
No
Looks good.
suggestions or mod for me.
Looks good to me.
Okay. And I'm sorry, Angela, what did you say? I heard you partly.
No suggestions or modifications for me.
Okay. So we're good. Yeah.
Can I add, based off of what you all discussed Friday, do we want to ask their opinion about how the meeting should run or leave that off at this point? If they still want it, do we need to ask them that or not?
I would say no, since our board is changing personally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
All right.
So that is done. No changes to that, correct?
No, just I suggested adding cell, which you
I
already
put
did.
cell phone.
Yeah.
Got it. All right. So the December 10th agenda.
And this one will be at the district office at our usual, well, we have right now 5 o'clock for executive session. So let's scroll down.
I need to put legal update on here.
Okay. So we'll have the, these will be the personnel ratification report and the adult ed homeschool report for,
December,
November. Yeah,
December. Yeah.
yeah. So what's
Well,
what's the legal update? I mean, obviously you don't have to get into the details, but
Dr. R,
I'll be briefing you on two new legal matters. But
Okay.
I'll be very brief.
okay. All right.
should we start at 5 or start at 4:30?
I think it's going to have to be 4:30 because I've spoken to Lynn Stokes Murray, our lobbyist, and that was a request by board members to talk about the contract with the lobbyist, and obviously the contract that's currently in effect is in effect and for this year, but we normally renew the contract at the end of the calendar year or the beginning of the upcoming year. So, and she is available to come in person for this meeting.
Okay.
So,
Do you want me to put contract in the
yeah, so
executive
Wendy,
session?
well, it would be the 2025 lobbyist contract, right?
Yes.
And that could be discussed because it's a, I guess you'd say a contractual matter, right?
Yeah. I'll get
Post-contract negotiations.
I'll get the legal stuff to put on later.
Okay, so just add the word negotiate, just say negotiate or I'd say negotiations and or discussion, right?
Yes.
Proposed negotiations. I'll get the language to Robin.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. All right, then the other items are architect selection for Bluffton High School CTE and Riverview Charter School Gym, Turner Townsend Heary, the 2025 amendment, and property purchase update. Okay, we got a lot on there.
Mhm.
So is there anything that does not have to be on there? Dr. R?
No, I think those are items we'll need on those.
Okay.
But I think the legal update will be fast. I think the property update will be fast. So I think because we've talked about this before, and so it's just a quick update.
Okay.
You know, if we don't want to have that one on there, we could take that off and push that property update to January. If we had to, that one we could do.
All right, so I think under the lobbyist contract, we need to have the current contract. And that is not necessary. I mean, that could be distributed to the board members ahead of time because it is in place and it is not executive session material, the current one.
Mhm.
Agreed, Wendy?
Yes, correct.
Okay. Now, where should Lynn Stokes Murray present? Does she present in the executive session or not, Wendy?
So is she going to have a proposed contract for us to review? I mean, if she has a proposed contract, we have negotiations, that's something we can discuss in executive session.
Well, as
Proposed contract
my-
negotiations.
my memory serves me correctly, if you look at the current contract, it has some renewal clause to it.
I'll have to read it. I don't remember
Okay.
exactly what it says.
All right. Well, we need to know where she should be presenting.
Yes.
Okay. Any comments regarding executive session, Angela or Dick?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. All right, then we're into our public session as usual. So student performance, we have some May River High School Master Singers. So we have our points of celebration.
We have a lot of points of celebration.
Yeah, lots of them.
Because we're looking at the fall winter sports. So
Yeah. Okay, very nice.
It said September students of the month. Did I read that
Sorry.
right?
no,
Yeah,
you're
that's
right.
right.
It should be October.
October.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Wendy. October. October.
Okay, so on the legislative update, Lynn, if she does a legislative update, that would obviously be in public session. The contract negotiations would be in executive session.
Right.
Yeah. The chair report,
I just put, because we'll be coming back from
oh
Charleston.
yeah, that's right. Okay,
So
yep,
I figured
perfect.
you would give an update from the weekend.
Sounds great.
Now we're on to committees.
We're getting into the committee reports, and we'll have academics, finance, and operations.
Mhm. Academics has three
Three motions, yeah,
coming out. Mhm.
okay.
I don't know what's coming out of operations yet, so
Alrighty. Then, Dr. R, you're on phone, so we come to your report. And under student achievement, there's school plan approval.
Yes, we have the three schools that we talked to you about the last
Mhm.
board meeting. They have to have their plans approved now in December. So it'll be specific but brief, and
Okay.
and that way they can get the plans approved and be in compliance with the state.
All right. So I think it would be best, we don't have to do this right now, if you could get with Robin exactly how that should be listed so the public knows which schools we're talking about and why we're talking about them.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. You're welcome. All right, under board business action, we have a donation in the amount of $7,000 and then approval of the 2025 board meeting calendar. And under consent agenda, I'm reading these just because I know there are people on the phones. We have the November 12th board meeting minutes, the November 22nd work session minutes.
so the July 24th is a special call it was the student hearing, and I didn't present those for approval. So that's what
Okay.
those minutes are from when we had the student hearing.
Okay, all right. And then there are a bunch of OEs. 1, global operational expectation. 2, superintendent succession planning. 3, treatment of stakeholders. 4, personnel administration. 10, communication with the board. 11, communicating with the public. 13, discipline. And 14, learning environment, treatment of student. All right, I'll ask Angela and Dick anything that you think needs comment or modification or,
Nothing for me.
okay.
No, ma'am.
Okay. And then, of course, our usual future agenda topics, announcements, and the second public comments and the adjournment. Okay, here we go. So that's been, oh, well, a correlation between 2 parent households. Okay, well, that hasn't been done, but that's a work session.
Yeah.
The discussion of the lobbyist contract, you can put this meeting. December 10th. Yeah.
And stipends are going to finance.
Finance committee. Okay, so we don't have anything else on there.
That's it.
All right. I'll first ask the executive committee members, do you have any comments or modifications, anything you would like to add about the December 10th agenda?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay. And how about the other board members attending? Just raise your hand if you want to say something.
No, nothing for me.
Okay.
Nothing here, Madam Chair.
Thank
Nothing
you.
here. Thank you.
All right, I think that covers the the 2 meetings. I guess, Robin, the 3rd meeting, which would be the January 7th, 2025 meeting, I don't think we really need agenda setting for that because it will be the swearing in of the new members and then the selection of the officers.
And that's it. We're not going to do, we're going to add that next meeting on the calendar for board business.
Right,
Correct.
because remember how
Yes.
we said too, that for 2 reasons. One is the new members won't have access to the documents till they're sworn in. And
Correct.
the second reason is Dr. Rodriguez and his staff
Holiday.
deserve some time off.
Okay.
So now we need to set up, I guess, the next agenda setting meeting?
That would be in January.
Yeah.
So that would be the new officer setting that meeting. Or do you want to set it and
Let's just
have
set
it on the calendar?
tentative time, yeah, and then
And
if it needs to be changed. So when would the next meeting be, Robin?
After the next one would be January 21st.
Okay, now remember, we're gonna try to do 2 weeks ahead, so wouldn't that be January 8th?
So we would need to do it January 8th.
Yeah. And
Oh.
I would suggest 5 o'clock, and then that can always, and by Zoom unless the officers decide something different. Are you good with that, Dick?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and Dr. R?
Yes, I am.
Okay, because that would be, because
The
that would be the
regular-
day after the meeting, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I don't think we have any further business to discuss. It looks like we got all the meetings taken care of. So we can adjourn by unanimous consent if there's no objections. All right.
Thank you,
thanks
Madam
for-
Chair. This is your last
Thank you.
adjournment.
This is the last.
Thank you for
meeting.
everyone participating tonight.
Good
Good
And
night.
night.
happy Thanksgiving.
Happy
Yeah.
Thanksgiving.
Good night.
Thanksgiving.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.